Hey everybody, I'm Dan.
And I'm Mary.
We're here today to talk about what we do every June for hurricane season, seeing as how we live down here in Southwest Florida. Now, this year is an El Nino year. Sometimes people during El Nino years think that we aren't going to get any storms at all, so they don't do any prep. We're not like that. We always prep every year. We do certain things every June, regardless of what kind of hurricane season is forecast. So one of the things that we do is we deal with our food in our pantry, in our fridge and freezer, in our little standalone freezer, and in our orange cooler. And Mary's going to talk about that right now.
Okay. Yes, every June we start out with defrosting our freezer. And we just did a video on that not too long ago. Only took us, what, half an hour?
Yeah, less than half an hour. Yeah.
Less than half an hour. And that was to empty it and defrost it and put it back together.
Yep.
So what we do is we begin to reduce the amount of food that we have in the freezer. And in its place, where there was now empty space, we fill with jugs of water and make ice, blocks of ice. In fact, we use a 64-ounce jugs. Fill it up to about the shoulder, put them in there. Just don't put a huge number of ice and water in the freezer at any one time, because it does take time to make ice.
How many jugs do we put in that freezer? What is it, 11?
11.
So we have 11 half-gallon jugs that are 3/4 full, and Mary will freeze 2 or 3 at a time.
Right.
And then over the space of a week, we'll have plenty of ice in there. And then she talks about reducing the food. Now, we eat real healthy. We try to eat good chickens and salads and all that stuff. But we also keep the pizza, frozen pizzas on hand. We also keep cans of food, which you'll see shortly in the pantry. And then Mary also makes a lot of stuff. She'll make a lot of chili and freeze it, make soups and freeze it, so that way we have heat and eat meals if a storm comes and we're going to be without power for a while, or in the aftermath of a storm if we're doing storm cleanup. And if we're doing storm cleanup and helping the community, we don't have time to make a regular meal, so we'll pull a crock pot out and we'll make stuff that way, or we can just actually defrost some chili and heat it up, take it out of our cooler, take it out of the freezer. We have a couple of jackeries, we have a generator, so we can keep this stuff running. But we'll go back to Mary and she'll talk about what we do to prepare to get to that point where we have food on hand.
Okay. Yes, we do prepare for hurricane season every year. And because we don't like to reinvent the wheel, we have put together checklists. And this checklist lists the kinds of canned foods that we want to have on hand, just in case, and what we need to replace in our EVAC cooler, and what we need to do for making food to have frozen in the freezer. And as you can see, there's all kinds of checklists and notes on here, because I'll go through and do an inventory. All right, so we need 4 cans of tuna. How many do we have in the pantry now? And so I put together the list of what we need to purchase in order to get all our supplies.
Okay. We pulled the orange cooler out from our closet. It's a 50-quart cooler, and we keep it filled with at least 3 days of food. We can actually go 5 days with it. It also has a weather radio and silverware and napkins and some pots and pans and that sort of thing that we can use to cook with our little camp stove that we don't have in the cooler. We take it with us if we have to evac. It's small, but it can't fit in the cooler. So we do that sort of thing too. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pause the camera. We'll take a look at the pantry. We'll take a look at the freezer. We'll take a look at the orange cooler, just to give you guys an orientation on what we do and maybe to give you an idea of what you can do. And if you want some of these hurricane checklists, they're actually here in our book, Real Life Hurricane Prep, in the back of the book. And if you will go to our website, if you want to send us an email or reach out to us from our video here, down in the description in the comment section, you can reach out and we can hook up and we can send you the list if you want it done. Yes, so
absolutely.
Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to the fridge first? The freezer? Pantry?
Well, let's go to the freezer.
All right, we'll go to the freezer. All right, Mary, show us what we do with water and frozen ice and stuff.
Okay. This is what we use for ice jugs. We fill them up to about here with water, leave room for expansion. We have 6 of them in the freezer right now. We'll have 11 when we're finished.
Okay. And those are 64-ounce jugs, right?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
And this is an example of one of our frozen meals. It's chili. We always put the name of what's inside and the date that it was made.
And it looks like you have a bunch of them on that middle shelf.
Yes, we have a bunch of them, and the top shelf we have lots of soup.
And they're put in those Greek yogurt containers
Yes.
and other containers like that. Okay.
Yes. Recycle, reuse.
What's this thing over here, this red thing?
This is a freeze thaw indicator. We take a little bit of water with a food coloring. We freeze it like this.
Okay.
Once it's frozen, you keep it upright.
Yeah.
Then if you're away and you come home and if you find all this fluid at the bottom, you know that your freezer has completely thawed and refrozen. Well, and maybe refrozen. But so you know your food is now trash.
You might have a problem with the food. Okay.
Right.
Very good. All
Okay.
right. Thanks. Now we can go over to the pantry.
Alrighty.
All right, Mary, tell us about our pantry.
Okay. We have a section of our pantry that we set aside for emergency meals. These are all shelf-stable food, so we've got menus designed and be able to eat for a couple of weeks in case we have to.
Cool.
All right?
And we got a couple crock pots in there, you see?
Oh, yes.
And a
And
couple
crock pots.
boxes of taco mix, and there are those juice containers down below. We got some grape juice and stuff. And when those are emptied, those are the ones we use for ice, right?
That is correct.
Great. All right, Mary, we don't have a lot of room in the freezing compartment because this is a small freezer and small fridge, but what's going on here?
Okay. As you can see, we have more ice.
Oh, okay. And we do, what is it, 4 bottles in here, right?
That is correct. Yep.
And then we'll keep more food. It's kind of low right now, but we
Yeah.
will keep more food in there, and we'll keep some water. And then I see you've got another freeze thaw indicator right there.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Now we can go to our orange cooler. All right, Mary, I see we've got our orange cooler. That's that 50-quart cooler. How about a tour?
Certainly. This is our EVAC cooler, and you can see it is quite full.
Oh, I guess so.
Yes.
What's the red thing?
This is our weather radio.
Oh, our Midland DR310.
Yes,
okay.
it is.
Got granola bars.
Right.
And
Ginger ale for that upset stomach. Some fruit, all kinds of cans of stuff on the bottom.
Okay, canned food, instant breakfast.
Right.
All that kind of
Silverware. And we have a little pot and
Okay,
little pan.
so we can cook with it. Yep.
Yep.
And we got some silverware and napkins, right?
Absolutely.
And then, so this is an EVAC kit, and we can eat out of this for 3 to 5 days if we had to go on the road, whether it be a hurricane, a storm, a chemical tanker accident, or something. If we had to leave, this is what we could eat out of, right?
That is correct.
That's awesome. Thanks. All right, so that's our tour of our house and some of the things we do. We do this every hurricane season. Mary would call it the what?
The Reader's Digest condensed version of what we do.
Of what we do. Okay, so we went through our freezer and showed how we prepared the ice. It's not a big deal. We just make room for 11 containers of ice, and then we make chilies and soups, and Mary's usually doing that while I'm doing other things. We've got our pantry loaded up with food for hurricane season. We put a little bit of water and we put extra food. It's not shopping day yet. We have some food we have to pick up, so that'll fill up the freezer and our fridge. And then finally, our orange cooler, that is our 3-day EVAC supply. We've got actually about 5 days worth of food in there. Now, we rotate all this food. So we had a half a dozen cans. I came home and we had a half a dozen cans on the counter. Where did they come from and what was that about?
Okay, so at the beginning and the end of every hurricane season, everything comes out of the orange cooler and all the dates on the food items are reviewed. When it starts to when the date starts to be close to expiration, then we pull the cans and then we eat them. So the food never goes to waste.
We just time it so that we try to have fresh food in there. And keep in mind, when you have these expiration dates on food, if it's something that's going to expire, let's say June of 26, it's good. It's good for the rest of hurricane season. You don't have to get rid of something unless you see the cans swollen or blistered or something like that. You would definitely get rid of it. But just because it passes its supposed sale-by date, that doesn't mean it's not good anymore. This isn't like milk. These things last for months. But we just try to keep it so that, you know, the food's not 6 months or a year old, right?
Correct.
All right. Well, that's the tour of our house. These are the things we do. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you got value out of this. Please share it with your friends. We'll see you on the next video.
We'll see you on the next video.
Thank you.